Recap and aftermath. In the wake of the disaster at the Mariana Trench, Jonas Taylor has stepped away from deep-sea missions. He now resides in a quiet coastal village in Thailand, spending time fishing and volunteering at marine conservation programs. Mana 1 has been temporarily shut down, its leadership under investigation after the events of the Meg-2, the trench. News reports and survivor accounts have fueled conspiracy theories about ancient monsters from the deep, but governments are keeping everything classified. New discoveries. Abyssal Corp, a powerful multinational deep-sea mining conglomerate, begins excavating mineral-rich regions near the Mariana Trench. During a routine scan, they discover an unexplored abyssal rift deeper than the trench, coined the Thanatos Rift. The data reveals unnatural heat signatures, strange sounds, and faint sonar contacts. Hoping to profit from rare elements and possibly bioorganic resources, the company prepares a covert expedition. Return to Mana 1. Despite global scrutiny, Mana 1 is reinstated under new international supervision. A scientific task force is formed, led by the brilliant and passionate Dr. Kaori Akiyama, who believes the trench hides far more than just prehistoric sharks. Jonas is approached by Mac and DJ, now security and tech leads for the new Mana 1 team. Despite his initial refusal, Jonas agrees after learning Mei-Ying is involved as a young research lead on bioluminescent deep-sea species. The expedition begins with government funding and corporate backing. A high-tech vessel, the Odysseus, launches for the Thanatos Rift. The expedition includes biologists, geologists, combat divers, and drone operators. Submersibles enter the rift, discovering glowing coral forests, massive albino crustaceans, and a network of tunnels leading to a hollow, suboceanic biome, an entire prehistoric ecosystem hidden for millennia. The abyss awakens. While studying a strange fossil embedded in volcanic rock, the team triggers seismic activity. The disturbance awakens a colossal predator, a leviathan, believed to be a pliosaur species that evolved in total darkness. It attacks the submersibles, killing 2 crew members. In a panic, the remaining team releases emergency flares and sound pulses to escape, accidentally blowing a hole in the rift's pressure seal. The Leviathan breaches the rift and disappears into the open Pacific. Sonar data estimates it at over 120 feet long, with advanced hunting intelligence and bioluminescent camouflage. Simultaneously, a juvenile Megalodon is spotted on the same trajectory. With the seal broken, multiple apex predators may now roam free. Global alert. The world's coastlines enter crisis mode. In the Philippines, a ferry goes missing. A massive oil rig is destroyed off the coast of Indonesia. A viral video captures a shadow attacking a whale-watching boat. Governments scramble to respond. Military submarines are deployed, and international marine zones are closed. Abyssal Corp denies involvement, while Mana 1 is forced to go public. Political tensions. Tensions flare among nations. China, the U.S., and the UN argue over who should take control of operations. Abyssal Corp is exposed for hiding key sonar readings. Dr. Akiyama pleads for cooperation, warning that the Leviathan could be just one of many ancient predators. Jonas insists they cannot simply destroy them. They must understand the ecosystem or risk total imbalance. War in the Deep. A second, heavily armed expedition returns to the Thanatos Rift. This time, the crew includes elite naval divers, AI-controlled torpedo drones, and a nuclear-powered submersible called the Sharon. Descending deeper, they face unexpected creatures. Vampire squids the size of cars, parasitic jellyfish that emit electric pulses, and labyrinthine underwater caves. The battle begins. The Leviathan ambushes the team again, showing surprising tactics, decoys, ambush from darkness, even use of sonar disruption. The Meg also appears, targeting both prey and rival predator. The 2 titans briefly clash, damaging the Sharon and separating the team. Dr. Akiyama narrowly survives after her mini-sub is crushed, sacrificing a crewman to escape. Trench collapse. The Thanatos Rift begins to destabilize due to Abyssal Corp's earlier mining activity. Seismic waves trigger volcanic vents and landslides within the rift. Jonas and Mac pilot a rescue sub to save survivors, but a landslide collapses one of the main tunnels. Several scientists perish, including a woman who had developed a bond with the youngest juvenile Meg. The Leviathans rampage. Now free in open water, the Leviathan heads to the surface. It attacks a shipping freighter near the Philippines, then a naval base. Unlike the Megalodon, it's amphibious, capable of briefly breaching land using powerful fins and muscles. A resort town is devastated as the creature drags a yacht onto the shore. Panic spreads globally. Jonas' strategy. Using their knowledge of the Leviathan's movement patterns, Jonas and Mei propose luring it to an uninhabited volcanic island. Isla Furiosa, known for its geothermal vents and underwater lava tubes. They intend to trap the creatures and detonate the vents, creating a thermal implosion that will bury the trench and the predators. Reunion and training. Jonas reunites with old allies, including pilot Lori and deep-sea drone expert Jack Harper. Mei trains with Mac and DJ on tactical maneuvers. Together, they retrofit old sea labs and drones into bait vessels, equipped with thermal lures and explosive harpoons. A marine biologist programs whale call signals to mimic mating calls for the Leviathan, lure into the kill zone. As the mission begins, they attract both predators to the island using pulses and heat signatures. The Leviathan and the Meg follow, but once they enter the thermal zone, they begin to fight. The island's seismic activity increases dangerously due to the pressure and tremors. Clash of Titans. The Leviathan and Meg engage in a cinematic, titanic battle underwater and around the island. Lava bursts from vents, darkening the waters. The Leviathan overpowers the younger Meg, leaving it gravely injured. The team uses the fight to activate charges near the volcanic core. Human cost. DJ's sub is attacked while delivering charges, and he sacrifices himself to save Mei. Jonas' sub is critically damaged during the rescue of Mac, and he is left wounded. The harpoon explosives fail to detonate fully, forcing a manual override inside the lava tube. Final gambit. Jonas takes a risk. He pilots a heavily damaged sub with a last explosive charge into the lava tube directly beneath the Leviathan. As it follows, he ejects from the sub using a prototype escape pod. The explosion detonates the vent, sucking the creature into a molten vortex and sealing the rift. The volcanic eruption consumes the island. Aftermath and closure. A memorial is held for DJ and the other fallen. Mana 1 is turned into an international oceanic observatory. Jonas retires to his village, and Mei is promoted to lead the Pacific Wildlife Monitoring Corps. The juvenile Meg's body washes ashore, dead, but still a reminder of what lies below. Post-credit scene. At a research base in Antarctica, scientists tracking glacial melt detect seismic disturbances under the Ross Ice Shelf. A sonar ping reveals a familiar signature, massive, slow, and intelligent. One researcher looks out the window as a shadow larger than a submarine glides beneath the ice. The Leviathan had kin. Fade to black.